how does SRE complement DevOps? Can you provide examples of how these two practices work together to improve system reliability and performance?
Yeah, sure, definitely. Now, the foundation principles of both SRE and DevOps are the same. Is to break silos, to reduce toil, to improve automation. So the foundation principles are same. Now, I do think that SRE is a great manifestation of implementing DevOps. They're not different. They just complement each other. And people make it look so different. People think there's an SRE track and there's a DevOps track. And actually, the final journey and the goal is actually the same. Yeah? Now, what I mean that SRE is more prescriptive is I have seen program increments, which we call it as PI, and PI used to be once every 2 months. We would have sprints of 2 weeks. For every four sprints, there would be one PI. And this PI, programming increment planning cycle, in this planning cycle, most of the times, even when we made these teams autonomous, there was so much of a pressure from the business that they had to deliver product features. And obviously, the business always says we are lagging behind, right? And as days go by, technical debt grows. If you do not take enough space in your feature listing and in your stories for technology, removal of technology debt, then what happens is the technical debt keeps growing up. Of course, your reports will work. I have not upgraded. It's still okay. It's still okay. But your system is becoming more and more problematic and it is going to break, right? But I do not have the time to introduce these technology related stories into because now I have an autonomous team. They need to take care of product features and they need to take care of technical features. But when you find out that they're not taking a lot of technology related features, that's when the concept of SRE helps. Because SRE is very prescriptive. SRE talks about how do you get SLOs. You need to have, there's nothing like 100%, right? So if you say 99%, then you have an error budget. Now, how do you use the error budget for making improvements? An error budget actually translates into effort, into human effort. So I can use this effort to remove technology debt. I can use this budget to do innovations, to improve the overall ecosystem of the system, to improve the resilience of the system. And such a good thing that I'm able to really use budget that I have for making improvements to the system resilience, to build automation, to make the life of the engineers who are handling this particular system better. So much so that the productivity will improve to such a degree that probably you're going to be even removing some people who used to just keep doing manual work to something they will do much better. An engineer has an engineer mind. He wants to things, not look at let the dashboard and go and sort out some admin stuff or do some documentation. The engineering mind is a very creative mind. And if you are able to release them to do some creative work, why not? And all of this comes from by adopting SRE principles. But the foundation is DevOps. So ideally, for me, they are not really different. They're just complementary to each other.